shut it.
You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Whoa.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one. He made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to. I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Who are you?
A nightmare. Much like yourself. But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone. I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. You will pay for that. Save your strength, man. This one is mine. I will give you a piece for death, if you take it. This pain you're feeling, Batman.
get him?
There is nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll take the back way by the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Jim. Hope. Hang in there. Help is on the way.
Batman!
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman. Come on, help me.
It won't move!
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off here. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving! Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it. Damn it. He saved my life.
Batman?
It's okay, Jim. I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Tell them to be careful, Jim. Don't let them take any unnecessary risks. These men are dangerous.
Montoya, update the APB information, and remind all units to proceed with extreme caution. Don't need anyone else playing hero tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her. We're men of principle, who still believe in the letter of the law.
I will always have your back, Jim.
Thanks, Batman. You don't know how good it is to hear that. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
What happened?
I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
You're welcome, Avesta. I'm glad I was able to be there.
I wanted to make sure I said it to you. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the Director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. But I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
It wasn't a great time for me either.
I know. We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough. Now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
I need your strength right now.
Of course. Sorry for not being my resolute self. We've never gone up against anyone able to cause you so much harm.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage. GothCorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead. Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster. Or take on his friends, if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Alfred, you should know better than to underestimate me. Maybe you have a point. Even so, we can't just wait for them to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
Waller might have been right. Some problems might be better solved by Bruce Wayne. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about all this. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open. The stacked deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest?
Not a chance.
Batman? I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Dude, okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
Feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of
Say that to my face. Come on, out with it.
Well, I'll say what I want. John says this is a safe space.
Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Hey, John, what about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. So, know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am I? Who am I? You're a rotting, stinking corpse. That's who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
No, of course not. I mean, I know you hated him, but you're no killer. What was I thinking?
I know what you were thinking. But hey, no harm done. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. As I recall, you had some reluctance.
I've been thinking, and I changed my mind. I'd like to meet them now.
Really? You seem pretty against it at the church. Why the sudden change of heart? It's odd. Doesn't seem like you. Doesn't really add up.
After Lucius's funeral, I realized you only get one life. I gotta make the most of it. I need some excitement.
Oh, Bruce, believe me, I can relate. In Arkham, excitement of any kind was seriously frowned on. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life. All right, let's go meet the guys. I'll let them know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. I think you're bothering my friend John.
Stay out of this, Willie. I'm talking to John, not you.
It looks like I better teach your pal here some manners.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake. And it's gonna be your last mistake.
perfect.
Lovely violence.
What the hell are you doing to my bar?
Lily had a problem. We took care of it.
Is he dead?
I said we took care of it.
All right, freak show. I'm calling the
Come on. Better get out of here.
Hey, handsome. Buy me a drink before you go?
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce, be careful.
That was fantastic! Oh, cool! They're expecting you. Bruce, one more thing. You can't tell anyone this. This is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me her name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting. Almost got it. God damn it. Thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started.
I could just buy you a car, you know, something with an actual key.
This works. It's just a matter of trial and error. Just one sec. There we go.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright. That's a pretty good reason. I like a guy who's good with his hands. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Well, let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Oh, trust me, I'm laughing my ass off. On the inside.
Oh, come on, Bruce. Harley was just kidding.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You probably don't like things that go bang too much. After that sad way you lost your folks. Puddin' said you didn't want to meet. Now you want to. Bouncing around like a yo-yo don't exactly inspire confidence. What do you want with us? What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
Well, when you have as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement, huh? Mr. Silver Spoon needs some new toys?
You should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
Nah, I got it.
John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old Puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
You shouldn't. You can't trust anyone. Not in our line of work.
Ain't that the truth? You're not what I expected. Still, you gotta show me you got what it takes to be part of our pact. Aw, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go. What were you guys talking about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Pud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
You just made my day, Bruce! I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
Oh my god! That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it.
No thanks, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump?
You don't have to worry. I promise. I'll take care of it.
So glad to hear it. Maybe you are my kind of guy.
Well, then, let's get moving. No time like the present.
You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack. So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
I believe that's my name on the building, which means I don't have to explain myself to you.
Oh, of course not, Mr. Wayne. I didn't... You're checked in, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, this is private property.
Really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone. Going up, Brucey. This ain't your stop. Don't worry about your pal. He's gonna make it. As long as you behave, that is. Give me a hard time, I go back and finish the job. The same goes for anyone else who gets in the way. Capiche?
Okay, we'll do it your way. Just don't hurt anyone else.
He thinks he's in charge. How cute. Keep it cool and no one else gets a dinger to the dome. Now buck up. We're all smiles on this crew. There you go. You're looking like your billion-dollar self again.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
Prospective clients.
At this hour?
Well, they have to catch an early flight.
I want to buy Wayne Enterprises. Bruce says he'll give me a generous deal.
Oh, well, no one ran this by me.
That's because he's giving me your job.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here?
Regina will apologize. Won't you, Regina?
Bruce,
Make it feel real.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause offense.
Good. More. Make her beg.
Please. I'm so very sorry.
Boy, do you got some guns on you. They're enough to make a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you got under those clothes? We could carve out some alone time. Just you and little old me.
Tempting, but I'm pretty sure that would be a bad idea.
Yes, that would be a terrible idea. Bruce has a job to do, remember?
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moment.
wait here. I'll be right back with
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup? Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? Oh, no, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? Of all the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius. All right, that's a start. Getting there. Okay, still unconscious. Hope he's not hurt too badly. Nope. Not encouraging. One more partial print should do it.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'.
Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Just a bunch of old reports. Need to remember to clean out some of this junk. Not a single usable print.
You're really holding us up.
There we go. Okay, this will work. Even now, still finding ways to help me. Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
Looking for this.
Tiffany.
You've never put my father in harm's way, huh? You've got a secret room full of weapons. And those maniacs you brought here. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. You're full of crap, Bruce Wayne. Every word out of your mouth has been a lie. An honest friend would have come clean at the funeral. But you just told me whatever you thought would shut me up.
I lied to protect you, Tiffany, to keep you from situations like this.
Sure you did, Bruce. You're a real Boy Scout. Whatever else my father did, he sure as hell didn't raise a fool. I'm not sticking around for you to give me up to your psycho friends.
Tiffany, don't!
Hey, I remember you from the church.
Well, how about that? Looks like Brucey boy's got more than just technology in his vault. Keeps his little squeezes down here, too.
Just let her go, Harley.
I don't think I will. Not without knowing who this vicious little sweetie pie is. I kinda like her, but I don't know whether to smooch her or smash her head in. You gonna tell me who she is to you?
She's a new hire at Wayne Enterprises, okay? A lab assistant. Trust me, she's not a threat.
That's a real shame, Brucey. You're gonna have to pay a fortune in workers' comp.
You people killed my dad, didn't you? He crashed my father's funeral. And now you're here raiding his lab!
I whacked a bunch of people in my time, Sugar, but I don't think your old man's on my list. Then again, I sometimes lose track of the names.
I can't believe you'd associate with these maniacs! These killers!
Oh, sweetheart. Mr. Suit and Tie ain't just an associate. He's a bad, bad man. He wants to be one of us. Ain't that right, Brucey? Came to us because you got bored of being a billionaire.
Yeah, that's right. I'm with you. Birds of a feather and all that.
Oh, Bruce, I'm tearing up. You can be a real heartbreaker when you turn on the charm. Let her go. Bruce will keep her quiet, one way or another, now that he's part of the family.
Harley, look what I found. It was just sitting out in that vault.
Oh, that's great, Pud. You get a cookie, too. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
load that thing up too, John? I need it. Hurry it up.
Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
My heart stopped when I saw that mad woman coming at Tiffany. I don't blame you for saying you were one of them. It made sense to placate them, even if it meant breaking Tiffany's heart. That young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth. Maybe we should just tell her.
I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Tiffany's safety is more important than the truth.
Just be careful you don't drive her away. With regards to tonight's other catastrophes?
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation.
And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your business client's cover story is going to cause problems. She seemed to be thoroughly unsettled after your encounter.
After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her.
It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
Fix it now, Alfred. Whatever you have to do. Just... I don't have time to worry about it.
Yes, of course, I'll figure something out. Bruce.
I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting. Well, be careful, and good luck.
Bad signal. Rooftop briefing. Almost feels like the good old days.
If you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. Waller told me.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here. You're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
Save your sympathy for her victims, Jim. The woman is a menace.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
That's enough, Waller. This is Jim's precinct. He's free to do as he pleases.
Maybe you weren't paying attention, but this is my turf now.
You're gonna push me too far, you hear me?
Is that a threat?
No, just God's honest truth. Something you wouldn't know a damn thing about.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
I do know. This city has made me who I am.
So I've heard. I just wish Gotham produced more Batmans and less Riddlers. Make my job a whole lot easier. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
Does she know who I really am?
Who do you think told me who you are? For the world's greatest detective, you sure can be slow. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
Putting a tail on me jeopardizes the mission. Call it off.
You're right. I will. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
Count me in.
That's it? No extra demands?
I'll contact your people when I need them to strike.
Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
Al, I'm in.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
All right. Here we go.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you. Well, it seems like the Prince of Gotham is more like an empty suit. I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this, thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the Phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here. Ah! Whoopsie. What the hell?
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You showed me you were loyal back at your office. Did everything I asked, despite all the trouble I gave you. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
I'll be honest, Harley, I wasn't sure what to make of you. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, but don't push your luck. You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg, Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns.
I'm in. Just tell me what to do.
That's what I wanted to hear. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
It wasn't exactly a secret in Arkham, Harley. People talk, especially when they're out of their minds on meds.
That's right. Your stint in the loony bin.
Still friends?
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
I doubt his wife would approve if she realized what he's become.
She'd probably never want to wake up. Exactly.
So he'd be better off not getting what he wants.
You can say that again, but he might not want to hear it. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.